They tried to break you, chosen one, tried to dismantle your spirit piece by piece, unaware that every strike only reforged you into something more powerful. Now you move like a force of nature, calm, calculated, and laced with divine fury. They crafted a monster, yes, but it's one kissed by destiny and armed with purpose. And the part that terrifies them most? You've embraced the darkness they forced on you and turned it into a weapon of light. Now you move in silence, chosen one, not out of fear but precision. You don't boast, you don't bark, you observe, you wait, and when you strike, it's flawless. You've mastered the art of restraint, knowing that true power doesn't need an audience. You carry truth like a blade behind your back, hidden, sharp, and ready. And that quiet confidence, that's what makes you lethal. You've become a spiritual X-ray, chosen one, piercing through facades with a gaze that sees soul deep. No mask can hold under your presence. No sweet-talking serpent can slither past your intuition. Your aura speaks before you do, loud, raw, undeniable. In the unseen realm, you don't just enter a space, you shift it. You carry an energy that feels like thunder before a storm, timeless, commanding, and impossible to ignore. They feel it in their bones when you walk in, a silent, simmering pressure that tightens the air. It's not fear you bring, chosen one, it's awareness. The kind that makes hearts race and instincts scream caution. You don't need to lift a finger to command respect. Your stillness says more than chaos ever could. You're the storm behind the silence, the judgment hiding in plain sight. And deep down, they all know. Your wrath is a last resort, but when it comes, it's already too late. Only the spiritually attuned catch a glimpse of what you carry, chosen one. To the untrained eye, you're just another face in the crowd, calm, composed, even unremarkable. But beneath that still surface lies a storm forged in fire and divine pressure. The ones who've crossed you, they know. They've felt the shift, the quiet finality that comes when you decide. You don't announce your power. It hums beneath your skin like a frequency only the awakened can hear. And when you move, there's no warning, no build-up, just silence. Then the end. Your presence doesn't need to shout. It echoes in the hearts of those who tried to crush you. The same ones who once laughed, doubted, and plotted now flinch at your silence. They feel the shift in the atmosphere every time your name is mentioned, every time you rise a little higher. This isn't just a comeback, it's a divine reckoning. You're stepping into a chapter written by your resilience and sealed by your higher calling. And this win? It's not just personal, it's ancestral, it's cosmic. It's the moment the universe turns the page in your favor. They wanted you small, manageable, forgettable. But now you've tapped into the very power they feared you'd find. It's like handing a flame to someone they tried to freeze. You didn't just thaw, you ignited. Now you're moving with speed, clarity, and divine momentum, leaving trails of disbelief in your wake. They're scrambling, panicking, realizing too late that the version of you they tried to contain was just the warm-up. You've stepped into acceleration mode and trust. They can't even see the dust you're kicking up behind you. But beneath that composed exterior, there's a whole new force humming, sharp, unshakable, and untouchable. The ones who once underestimated you are now haunted by your evolution. You didn't change your kindness, you weaponized it. You didn't lose your softness, you paired it with precision. Now they look into your eyes and see something they never expected, power with memory. You remember everything, every slight, every betrayal, and yet you move with grace, knowing full well that grace is your choice, not your limit. And that's what rattles them most. You still wear the same smile, but now it's backed by a soul they can't touch. In the spiritual realm, your presence now lingers like a warning etched into the very air, subtle to most, but soul-shaking to the ones who crossed you. They can't explain why their hands tremble when you pass by, or why their dreams are haunted by your eyes glowing with righteous fire. They're starting to understand. Your silence isn't surrender, it's closure. You've made your statement loud enough to ripple across dimensions. Now the storm settles, and you walk away wrapped in peace. Not because you're weak, but because justice has been served. And those who tried you? They'll never forget what happens when a chosen one stops playing nice. Your energy has outgrown their comfort zone, and they know it. It's not that you've changed into someone cruel, it's that you've evolved into someone untouchable. You still show love, still carry joy, still offer light. But now that light burns a little too bright for those who once thrived in your shadows. They feel exposed around you, like your very presence holds up a mirror to their falsehoods. So they retreat, not because you've done anything wrong, but because your power demands authenticity, and they're not ready for that kind of truth. Let them go. Their absence is confirmation that your elevation is real. To most, you're just the same familiar face, but to them, you're an enigma wrapped in raw energy they can't comprehend. They catch glimpses of something primal in your gaze, an echo of something older than time itself. It rattles them deeply, stirring fears they can't name and can't share. It's a quiet storm inside you, invisible to the casual observer, but to those who tried to diminish you, it's a reminder that beneath your calm lies a force they never wanted to awaken. And that unspoken tension? It's the proof that your power is real, and it's rewriting their reality. They find themselves whispering in hushed tones, trying to explain the unexplainable, how you seem unchanged, yet everything around you pulses with a quiet threat. To the unaware, you're just another face, but to those tuned into the deeper currents, you're a living warning. It's why some back away with wary eyes, while others approach with cautious reverence, sensing the power you carry is not to be taken lightly. You've crossed a threshold they can't articulate, and now, whether they flee or bow, the message is clear. You are no longer someone to be underestimated. Here's the truth they can't say out loud, chosen one. Your rise shattered the script they wrote for you. What they thought was a simple chapter turned into an epic saga of rebirth and unstoppable force. You didn't just grow, you transcended, stepping into a realm where their old tactics and petty games no longer reach. They're stepping back not out of fear alone, but because they recognize you've become a new kind of power, one that commands respect, demands space, and rewrites the rules entirely. This is your metamorphosis, and it's a game changer. Your light has become a spotlight too intense for the narrow minds clinging to their illusions. You're on the verge of exploding into greatness in your work, your connections, your very destiny, because you've shed the chains of who they wanted you to be and embraced your true essence. And those who thrived on your silence, on your confinement, they scatter like shadows at sunrise, unable to face the brilliance you now wield with unapologetic power. This is your moment to rise unrestrained, unstoppable, and unapologetically you. You're a wildfire in a world of flickering candles, too fierce, too bright, too alive to be dimmed by those stuck in the ordinary. That's why the distance grows, why some walk away, and why you must choose to walk away too. It's not about abandoning, it's about honoring the energy you carry and the evolution you've embraced. You deserve to surround yourself with souls who meet you at your height, who match your fire, and who understand that your power isn't a threat, it's a calling. This is your path to freedom, and it's waiting for those brave enough to walk beside you. There's a whole universe of fierce, awakened souls out there, giants whose strength and wisdom will push you higher than you've ever dreamed. They've been waiting for you to step fully into your power, to shed the old masks and limitations that kept you small. Why dim your light just to ease the discomfort of those who can't keep up? It's time to claim your space, chosen one. To stop shrinking, stop apologizing, and start roaring. This transition is your awakening, your invitation to unleash that unstoppable force within, to wear your monster face unapologetically, and to join a tribe that celebrates your full, magnificent power. The world needs your roar now more than ever. This is your moment to break free from the chains of approval and silence. No more bending, no more soft steps. Now, you stomp with purpose, shaking the very foundations beneath you. When you walk into a room, the energy shifts, eyes turn, and even the air trembles with your presence. Your roar isn't just noise, it's a declaration. You are no longer the easy target, the quiet shadow. You are a force unleashed, unbreakable, and unapologetic, demanding the respect that's been overdue for far too long. The cruel twist is that they forged the storm they now fear. They saw only a gentle smile, an easy target, not realizing they were awakening a force beyond their control. Now, they face the consequences of underestimating a power rooted deep in your intuition and emotional intelligence. You've become a master at reading the unseen, decoding intentions before words form, sensing motives hidden beneath the surface. While others stumble blindly, you navigate the invisible currents with clarity and precision, turning their own games against them with quiet, unshakable wisdom. Your lips may stay sealed, chosen one, but your energy roars louder than any voice. You don't need to boast or threaten. Your very presence sends waves that ripple through the air, a silent warning only the unworthy can feel. To most, you radiate respect and calm strength, but to those with ill intent, you are a living legend, a force like dragonfire, fierce and untouchable. You're becoming the embodiment of power that shifts realities, bending the energy of any room with nothing more than a glance. This is the quiet dominance that leaves stories behind and changes destinies. The universe is whispering, and it's time you listen. You don't fit here anymore. This place, these people, this mindset, they're a cage, not a launch pad. Look around. Are you caught in circles of shallow chatter, chasing shadows instead of dreams? Are you surrounded by minds too small to grasp your vision, by souls content with the ordinary while you hunger for the extraordinary? If the energy feels stale, if ambition feels stifled, know this: you were meant for more. It's time to break free, to seek spaces and people that match the vastness of your potential and the fire burning inside you. If this resonates deep within you, then you're already waking up to the truth. You're a force meant to soar, trapped in a world that insists on keeping you grounded. Your spirit aches in the confines of small minds and stagnant energy, unable to stretch into the vastness you were born for. The full magnitude of your power is still hidden, waiting for the right soil to take root and the right storms to shape it. But here, in this limited space, your wings are clipped, your light dimmed. It's time to seek the horizon where your true self can finally rise, expand, and conquer what you were always destined to become. You're like a race car idling in neutral, engine revving, energy coiled, but no road in sight. The good news? The path is about to reveal itself, clear and undeniable. Stay open, chosen one, because the universe is aligning your next chapter. Spaces where your full throttle won't just be tolerated, it will be celebrated. You'll find tribes that match your intensity, challenges that demand your fiercest self, and opportunities that call for the exact power you've honed in the silence. This isn't just a new beginning, it's your launch pad to become the unstoppable force you were always meant to be. What unfolded within you isn't merely a shift in attitude or strength. It's a deep awakening, chosen one. They didn't just provoke a reaction, they stirred the sleeping giant encoded in your very essence. This is your ancestral fire igniting, a fierce legacy woven through your veins, ancient and untouchable, rising from the shadows of generations past. It's a power so profound, so relentless, that those who dared to challenge you now face a force they could never have imagined. You are the living proof of a bloodline reborn, unstoppable, unbreakable, and ready to reclaim what was always yours. This transformation flows through you like water, because it's not new, it's ancestral. Deep within your cells, the echoes of fierce warriors, wise healers, and fearless leaders pulse with the same relentless fire. They carried this unyielding light through storms and battles, refusing to let anyone snuff it out. Now, that same sacred flame blazes in your veins, unbreakable and eternal. What surprises others feels like home to you, because this power is your birthright, a legacy of strength that no force on earth can ever dim. The ones who pushed you past your limits didn't just stir a beast within, they unleashed a cosmic force tied to an ancient lineage, a timeless thread of power woven through generations. When you stepped into your strength, it was like returning to a sacred home long forgotten, but never lost. Setting those boundaries wasn't just defense. It was a deep, soul-level remembrance of the warrior you've always been. This awakening is more than personal. It's ancestral, a reclaiming of the power that flows through your blood and guides your every move. Your intuition has evolved beyond the ordinary, unlocking hidden dimensions of awareness few ever glimpse. You don't just hear words, you feel the currents beneath them, sensing intentions long before they're voiced. Deception crumbles in your presence, transparent as glass, while energy patterns unfold before you like open chapters in a book. This isn't something you picked up. It's a gift passed down through generations, ancestral wisdom pulsing through your veins. Now, those who sought to deceive or control you face a force they can neither grasp nor contain. An ancient power awakened, fierce and unyielding, ready to turn their games against them. They believed they were facing someone ordinary, but instead, they ignited the awakening of a soul whose roots dive deep into mysteries far beyond their understanding. That's why your presence carries a weight others can't name, a force that unsettles the uneasy and compels some to lay bare their secrets or crave your validation. It's a primal recognition, a silent acknowledgement of true power standing before them. Your transformation transcends mere growth. It's a spiritual ignition, unlocking ancient gifts and wisdom passed down through the bloodlines of those who walked before you. Powerful souls whose legacy now courses through your veins. You're not merely evolving, you're stepping into the embodiment of who your ancestors always believed you were destined to become. This awakening is irreversible, a flame ignited deep within that will never flicker out again. Those who pushed you too far didn't just challenge you, they reshaped the very course of your life, unleashing a power that no deception, no control, no denial can ever contain. The genie is out of the bottle, and your destiny is now carved by an ancient force that moves through you with unstoppable purpose. Chosen One, your very existence is a catalyst for change, a whirlwind destined to tear down old walls and rewrite the rules. The universe crafted you to challenge complacency, to disrupt patterns that no longer serve the greater good. Every shove, every doubt cast your way, every attempt to dim your light wasn't a setback, it was preparation. Each moment was a step in a cosmic boot camp, forging your spirit into the unstoppable force you are today, ready to shake the foundations of the world around you. The universe has been quietly shaping you for a destiny far greater than anything you've known until now. Soon, you'll step fully into your true purpose, a calling that demands every fragment of your hard-earned power. That quiet, unshakable strength you've cultivated will become your armor. Your sharp insight, the ability to see through every disguise and deception, will guide your path. And that fearless energy, the kind that makes even the boldest hesitate, will be your greatest weapon as you navigate the challenges ahead. This is your moment, Chosen One, and the world is ready for what you're about to unleash. The very ones who sought to break you unknowingly became the architects of your greatest transformation. They challenged you in ways that forced your spirit to grow stronger, your heart to deepen, and your mind to sharpen beyond what you ever imagined possible. Through their pressure, you uncovered reservoirs of resilience and wisdom hidden beneath the surface, strengths that many never even glimpse. Now all that growth isn't just survival, it's the foundation for a magnificent new chapter where your power shines brighter and your purpose burns clearer than ever before.